Welcome to the Dave Show. My name is Dave, and today I'm here to talk about this solar-powered LED street lamp. This is the big street lamp right here. Now, this is a 200-watt powered street lamp that gives out 10,000 lumens, is what it says on the ad copy for that. Super bright, and you don't even need to run power to it because it's got its own solar panel, this big thing right here. Now, the company did send me this product for review, but they wanted me to show you everything that you get and how it gets put together, and we're going to test it out as well. So let's take a look and see what we get first, and then we'll go from there. Now, of course, you're going to get the LED part of it. This is the LED part. The lamp. Now, some of these, I've done a lot of reviews for these kind of things, and some of them have built-in solar panels on there, but they're only as big as the lamp can be. So what they're doing with this one is they're making a smaller lamp part, but it's super duper bright. You can see all the LEDs on there, and they're giving you the solar panel part of it, this one here, separately. So this is a larger solar panel than you normally would get. It generates a lot of power. You, of course, want to be someplace where there is sun. You want to make sure this is mounted outside in the sun and so forth. And this just has a little wire on the back that goes and connects onto the unit itself. And then there's some brackets. You're also going to get instruction booklet. And you're going to get some brackets and stuff like that. Now, this is the pole that it goes onto. Now, this is designed here to screw onto a wall of some kind, a piece of wood, whatever it is you have. You want to be able to screw this on here. Now, they do give you a lot of screws, lots of different screws and nuts and bolts. They even give you some of these really big, heavy-duty metal anchors, wall anchors that you can use as well. So they give you some of those. You do need to find a place to put this. Now, on the ad copy of this, it says that you put this on a pole, because I've done a lot of these, like I said, and a lot of them have a pole mount to it. You can just mount a pole up high or put this onto a pole of some kind to do it. Now, this package, for some reason, did not come with a pole mount. Now, I don't know if it's just missing or if that is a piece you need to come separately. It does talk about being pole mounted, but it doesn't give you the back part of this to actually mount it on a pole. Now, when I do my demonstrations, when I do testing of this kind of stuff, I do have a pole that I mount it on, or I mount it to a ladder just for temporary purposes. And I have a pole all set up, but I can't mount it to that. So today, for the testing, I'm going to probably just climb up on a ladder and hold this out so you can see how bright it gets into my yard. Now, some of the features, then these brackets here have to do with mounting this solar panel onto here. So you mount this onto here, and then you're gonna mount this like this, and then we're gonna mount this part on the solar panel. I'm gonna put all that stuff together. It's super simple, easy to do. I'll show you that in just a minute. Now, some of the cool features of this light is it will automatically turn itself on and off. So it's called a dusk to dawn. So when the sun goes down, the lights come on, and when the sun comes up, the lights go off. Pretty nice. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to turn it on. You don't have to turn it off. Any of that kind of stuff. It automatically does it for you based on the sunshine. The other thing that this is also supposed to have in it is a motion sensor. So what usually happens is it goes down to a fraction, like a third, 30% or something like that of normal brightness. And when somebody walks up underneath it, it will all of a sudden pull up to 100%. And this is supposed to be able to do that as well. I don't know where the sensor is. I think the sensors are all up underneath here someplace. It's kind of not really seen, which is kind of nice. And I don't think I need to take the sticker off. It didn't really say on that, on the instructions. The instructions are pretty basic. Oh yeah, you do need some tools. You're going to need a screwdriver to put all these little pieces together, and also a wrench of some kind. It does not come with any tools. But there's nuts and bolts. Basically, you have to put together all these little pieces. So you do need to have a few tools. And also a drill to drill the holes into the wall to put these bolts in, that kind of thing. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and put these things together to show you how that works. When you turn the solar panel over, you will see that there's some holes here. That's to mount this bracket in here. Now, they do provide you with a couple screws and some nuts. The instructions are very vague. They don't really show you or tell you which ones go to where. But this is pretty much how you do it. Now, you have to try to get the nut up underneath here and the screw into it. I'm just going to leave it a little bit loose there. So that you want to put the screw and the nut in on all of them. Okay, so this bracket goes onto here, onto the pole, and there's some slots because you want to be able to adjust it to the right angle for the sun. So you can turn it this direction, and then this panel can alternate and change as well. So we'll go ahead and put that on. These use the longer bolts here. Okay, so now the bolts are on here. Now the instructions again, they're so tiny, so small. They don't really show you much of details on how to put this in. So I just guessed this direction. I don't know if the bolts need to go the other ways or not. Again, they are small photos and going very, very vague. You kind of have to guess at some of this stuff. Okay, so now this part here, these go onto here with the screws. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm going to go ahead and attach these arms onto here with the screws, and then we're going to go from there. Okay, I do have these all put into here. I don't know if you can tell that or not. Now they do say to put this on after you mount this arm. So once the arm is mounted, then you can put this on just to make sure you're on the right angle and all that stuff. I'm just doing this for temporary demonstration purposes. So now this is the part that you mount to the wall. You're going to want to mount that first before you put the solar panel on. You want to make sure that's good and tight, mounted on the wall, and then you can put the panel on. And then again, you can adjust this panel to the different adjustments just to make sure you're getting the sun correctly on it. And then once that's all done and mounted up there, you're going to want to put this onto the pipe part here. Now there are some Allen wrench screws that actually hold this into place. It looks like you do need your own Allen wrench as well, so I'm going to have to get mine so I can loosen this up and attach it onto here. And then you just plug the two pieces in together. This is a weatherproof, waterproof type of thing. I'm going to go ahead and put this all together and put this on the pipe, and then when it gets dark, I'm going to go out and we're going to test it out in the darkness. Okay, I'm here in the backyard with the solar street light. I cannot mount it to my house, and I have a pole here, but it doesn't come with the pole part adapter for some reason, so I can't mount it up there. So I'm just going to climb up on the ladder and show you that this thing is super bright. So I'm going to hold it up here about the right height, and you can see how it just lights up the whole backyard pretty much. Pretty super bright, very nice light. Now again, this has the auto sensor for daytime, nighttime, and it did have a motion sensor because it was just kind of on the ground and it was off for a little bit, and as soon as I walked up close to it, it turned itself on, so that part works as well. But you just have to mount this someplace where it'll give you lots and lots of light. Now this LED light does not have an off switch, and there's no remote control to turn it off. So it's either on or it's off because of the daytime part of it. Now again, it does dim until somebody walks up underneath it. So it's more of a constant light as long as it has battery juice, which as long as you're in the sun, it will be charging up. So if you're looking for an LED street light like this one may be the right one for you.